extraordinary circumstances number 3. The waiver participant requires physician-ordered 24-hour direct observation and/or supervision specifically related to the primary medical conditions to assure the health and welfare of the participant and avoid institutionalization. And the legal guardian is not able to maintain full or part-time employment due to multiple absences from work to monitor and/or supervise the waiver participant. Regular interruption at work to assist with the management of the waiver participant's monitoring, supervision needs, or employment termination. All right, so
And that's a lot, yes. Let's break
it's a
that down.
mouthful. It's an English professor's dream paragraph. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Physician ordered 24-hour direct observation and/or supervision. So this is intimidating to a lot of folks because it really seems like who on earth do we know that needs this? And I think it is a lot more there are a lot more participants who are eligible for this than you may think. So let's talk about what that might look like.
So 24-hour direct observation would be obviously monitoring eyes on the child, and then supervision would be you're aware of what they're doing, but not necessarily looking at them. So I think of like if you're using a monitoring system and your child's in their bed, but you're in your bed, but you've got a camera on them or some kind of monitor so that you're alerted when there's an issue. And then, of course, 24-hour direct observation includes the daytime too. So they need to be with you as the parent or legal guardian in order to meet this criteria, because it's saying that the parent or legal guardian is having direct observation and or supervision. And the physician ordered piece kind of goes back to what we talked about in number 2 about needing a physician order, because the state has informed me that letters of medical necessity are not what they're looking for here, because we already know that the service that's being offered, which is the caregiving service, we know that that's medically necessary or you wouldn't be in the CAP-C program. So that's why it needs to be a physician order. So again, looking for something on letterhead or a prescription that states that the child needs this 24-hour direct observation and or supervision due to their primary medical condition to ensure their health and welfare and avoid institutionalization.
So, and I think one important caveat of this is that to separate it from the fact that all the kids in CAP-C are minors, and technically minors should be supervised. You know, just generally, especially the ones that are the youngest, but that this type of supervision is not related to age, but rather specifically for the primary medical condition. So that,
It's not parenting, it's elevated to the level of caregiving and not just, your typical parent responsibilities.
yes.
And I think that's important where the verbiage is legal guardian, because that reinforces that if you have a child under the CAP-C waiver program who is 18 years or older, that is where legal guardian steps in, because you are not just the parent. You are now officially appointed by the court to be the legal guardian. But I know that we'll be discussing that in another video, but just to highlight that reinforces it's not just minors or children that would fall under normal parenting, but it goes above normal parenting.
Right. Yeah.
That's a really great point. I think one of the really confusing pieces about these different criteria are that there's language that is used that may not be consistent, or other words may be substituted. And so it can really throw folks off because, what it may imply or may not imply.